I'd like to share with you our journey, for Stylist in Pocket, and how, being in especially in a very challenged industry right now in the pandemic, and how we've moved along. But I'll also share you my journey and, how I started. So that's our mission: uplifting lives inside and out, and how you feel good inside, what you wear, and how you present yourself, and also how you how that affects your perception of others, because you are properly and professionally attired, and you feel good about yourself. So I started in fashion retail. Some of you may know some of the brands that I've started. When I came back from I studied in the US for my business degree and then my fashion degree, and then I came home. And when I came home to Manila, what I noticed was that a lot of the professional suits you could not buy per piece. You could only buy it in a set. So I said, why don't I start a brand that where you could buy it like a jacket or a skirt, because some people have different sizes. Your top may be medium, but your bottom may be large. So I thought maybe start a brand that would allow you to buy different pieces in different sizes. So thus the brand Ensemble or Ensemble, which means to you know make parts of a whole. So these are some of the designers we work with: the Religiosos, Chris Diaz, Vanya Romoff, some of them. And we also, a few years after that, I started Freeway, and one of our more popular series is our National Artist Series, where we put the works of national artists on their clothes. So you have that in the different artists that we have featured, from Hoya, Cesar Legaspi, Imao. This is one with Ben Cab. And these are some of also the national artists we have for music, which is who's Lucio San Pedro. We've also done, bags and scarves and masks. These are some of the behind the scenes when we had our swimsuit series back then. And the third brand that I started is Solo. It's a unisex brand, and this is one of the features that we have, where we use the Pinoy cartoonists and put them on outfits and merchandise. So this is Baltic and Company. This is for Kiko Machine, the cartoon series Kiko Machine, and these are the winners of our online model contest. So we had them wear the apparel that had the works of Kiko Machine, or Manix Abrera, the name of the cartoonist. So these are just some of our, his and hers graphic tee contests that we've had, um, and then followed by some of the promo items that we've had. So the retail challenges started in 2010, as all of you know, when more affordable foreign brands entered the market. It became slowly tougher and tougher for us local brands to compete, because of their huge stores, affordable prices, and fast turnover of styles. In 2012, a lot of the foreign fashion brands started coming in. Zalora and other and other e-commerce brands. So in 2014, we started consolidating our stores. That was a very, very tough year for me. It was tough because you didn't know, should you stop, should you go, what do you do, seeing the writing on the wall. So we started closing stores that were in malls that are not strong. So that started our journey there. So in 2016, that's when I thought about Stylist and Pocket. And how did I think about it? Because being in, for many, many years in retail and in fashion, actually, because I know fashion very deeply, all the way from design, manufacturing, marketing, export, name it, whatever it is about that needs to be known in fashion, I've experienced it. So based on my experience, I've seen that a lot of women and men have a hard time shopping, and it's not psychographics say that about 96 or 97% of the people are not fashion savvy. I mean, think of your relatives or your friends. Many of them are not so comfortable. You put them in like loads and loads of rooms to choose. It's hard for them to choose what will fit them, what's good for them, what's the right color for them, or what's the right trend on the season. So I've seen that as a struggle of many women, and yet they need to look good because they need to be professionals, either doctors, lawyers, business executives, even housewives. They need to look presentable because they're representing themselves and their families and their corporations. And I've also seen that a lot of stylists are also challenged because they don't really have regular jobs. It's really seasonal. The magazine needs you, or an advertising company needs you. And where do you get stylists? It's very difficult to get stylists because who can afford stylists? Only the rich, the famous actors, actresses can afford stylists, not the regular person. So that's where that's where we entered, and we matched the two together. I matched the two together in a platform. So our story, which that's how it started in terms of what made me think about that. So what we do is we use design, very designs that delight our customers. We use a lot of data. We use curation, which we think is helpful in having people decide faster. It's if you are able to make sense of things, and we always do that, we do shortcuts in our head to be able to decide faster, to be able to function. If there's so many things all around, it's very difficult to decide. So we use curation to make it simple for people, and of course we use technology to serve the pain points of individuals and corporations. So our mission is uplifting lives inside and out, and our vision, which some of you may have probably seen around, is everyone deserves a stylist. So our values are, it's important for us to be very resourceful, to solve very fast. We have to move very fast. So we run, we commit what we promise, we deliver. We have to be grounded. I'm sorry, I do not like, even if we're in passion, I do not like divas in our company. So if we are interviewing you and you're a diva, I'm sorry, but you can't enter. Our people are really very down to earth and simple. We always want to exceed expectations, and we want everyone to think like an owner. So we first started with our B2C business service, which is what you call business to customer. So we started first with home service. So what we did was we brought clothes to people's home that are already curated for their size or their lifestyle, whether they be a doctor, a housewife, a business executive. So it was very easy for them. What would take you weeks and months to shop will maybe take you 1 to 2 hours, and it's so productive. It's your size already. Someone helps you, and it's all for free. Our stylists come and bring clothes for free. So how we get our margins is we get it from the commission that the brands give us, because it's still cheaper than the rent they have to pay malls. So we were able to get a lot of brands on board. We also have our online styling platform where we style people all over the country, and we ship from wherever, north to south. So that's how we do our online styling. Now, in maybe about 1 to 2 years after, we had some clients that requested us to create uniforms for them, because they like our work. So that's how our corporate uniform started for our B2B or business to business, and how we have evolved. So these are some of our works that we've done for some of our clients. We can propose looks like these for men and women, and matching masks. So it looks very nice because the whole company looks very collected. You don't have someone wearing surgical mask, the other one wearing a pink and printed mask, etc. Now these are some of the other works that we've had: male and female, even scrubs for hospitals, shirt jacks, and matching masks. So we've also branched out to corporate gifts, as many of our clients also ask us to prepare for them. So we've done some, care packs already, which is, based on the current pandemic, and some nice premium gift items, for corporations to give to many of their clients. So we've also branched out to corporate styling and workshop, because many companies have requested us to help their people dress better and teach them how to do capsule wardrobes, etc. So these are, some of the workshops that we've done during the non-COVID time, and many industries that we've helped. We've helped so many industries already. I mean, as long as you wear a uniform, we can help you, or any merchandise related, whether it be gifts or safety items. Wherever you are, we can help you. So these are some of the companies that we have served. among many. So some of our innovative efforts, some that are, proprietary and that are, I feel, are revolutionary. The first one would be our uniform management technology. Uh, it's already patented. Our patent is already granted in the Philippines, and we have a U.S. Patent pending application. And some of you that have patents will know this, but for many of you that may not know it, and I just learned about it through my journey, is that when you apply for a patent, for it to be granted, it should not be existing worldwide. And maybe just granting the patent gives you the right to protect it in that country. But if if your idea is existing somewhere worldwide, you cannot apply for a patent. So the fact that we are granted means it's not existing worldwide. And I had to, together with the lawyers, I had to research on many other patents from all over the world to see that it's very far from what we have. So what UMT, what we call it UMT, what it does is it's a way to gather measurements from the employees in a contactless way, and we recommend the sizes. Let's say for this jacket, you're a small. For that pants, you're a medium. And what we can do also is we can say, for this jacket, uh, 80% of the people that have your similar measurements ordered a medium, 20% ordered a large. So it gives you the option of wanting a tighter fit, a looser fit. It's actually, we got the patent, it was granted to us February of 2020, and March, the pandemic struck. So it became perfect for a contactless way to service corporations. You don't need to, in the olden times, or somewhat what they do, you have a costurera who measures each person and notes it down. So that's very, very prone to error. And of course, it's a lot of contact. So this is one way. And this one way for corporations also to be able to dress their people from different branches, like example, banks. They have branches all over the country. So this is one way where we can gather information in an organized manner and be able to dress their people in a very convenient, remote-less way. So another of our innovative effort was our PPE website that we made live in a few weeks during the middle of the pandemic. And the pandemic is another story that I'd like to share with you, because fashion is a very, very challenged industry. I mean, especially in the pandemic, it's really a non-essential. It's kind of like if in the same boat where the fashion industry is would be, if you're in travel or in hospitality. That's not the top of mind of people when the pandemic struck and lockdown happened. So in a few days, we started, how it started is we started manufacturing masks, and we started donating them to hospitals, and the hospitals ordered the masks from us. They like it so much, like Makati Med ordered 3,000 because it passed their autoclaving and in the quality they like. And then that's how it started. We started producing PPEs. So from being a non-essential, we now became an essential, because we're producing all these things to service. So the demand was so huge that we had people knocking on our gates, and doctors fighting over the PPEs. And I remember my VP was saying, "My gosh, Sheree, they seem like it's like food. They're all fighting for PPEs." And this was in the middle of the pandemic. So we shipped all the way to Baguio to Cagayan de Oro. So these are some of the items that we've had and that we're still doing because we're still in the pandemic. We already worked on care gift boxes. We reappropriated our stylists to be our concierge, so they now handle our lines and in taking orders and recommending the PPE items that the customers are requesting for. Another innovative effort is our health monitoring technology. We started doing it in-house, where we monitor the temperature of people. We can create reports, and then we also offered it to any corporation that would need it. So that's another technology that we've created. Other value-added services that we have done for our corporate clients, we have an extensive local and international supply chain. We also, depending on the basket size that our clients have, we give free Zoom webinars on etiquette, for their people. The styling workshop we can't do now because many of our clients have worked from home, so we can do this for free depending on the basket. But there are also some corporations that would like to pay for this service. We also have we've also done this for free, again depending on the basket, free corporate short video production, to be able for it's like a few minutes long, but it excites everyone already wearing the new uniform, and it's one way for you guys to roll out, one way for corporations to roll out the new uniform as they introduce it to the whole company. So it makes everyone excited, and you also incorporate the values of the corporation and what they plan to do and how the different outfits have to be worn in different days. So that's something that we do. We also can do a customized corporate website where we have some corporations that would like to have their employees earn points, and maybe as part of a reward system, maybe if there's a sales position, etc., there's a reward system, and they are able to order the items they need with the logo of the company, and at the point system, and then they may also want to buy extra if they want, but either they use the price or the points that's given to them by the company, or if they want to buy it on their own, it's totally okay, and we can do it for them. So we actually also are working on a second patent of an exciting idea that we are I'm hopefully supposed to file within the month or next month, and next time I'll share that with you. It's a very exciting idea. It's going to solve another host of problems, not just on the corporate side. So that's an exciting idea. Okay, so we're also started helping out the community ever since we started. So we have a donate and declutter where we go to people's homes, and when we show them the clothes, we also pick up old clothes, and we give them a gift certificate in return. And then all the clothes that we've collected thousands already. We've already managed to deploy to different areas, to earthquake, to people who are disadvantaged women, storms, typhoon victims. We've already deployed them. So these are some of the ways of how we are able to help the community. So, if I were to sum it up, um, from being in fashion retail, where it's kind of like a nice to have, like, oh yeah, I want to have that nice dress, or it's going to look good on me. It's really, but you won't die if you won't have that. You won't be in pain if you won't have that nice dress. We've moved on to become a pain point killer. We've become to be becoming a medicine. From a vitamin, we become to a medicine where we already cure pain points of corporations and individuals, where we use data and technology. We also have approached business to consumer, business to business. We have started our proprietary patent, and then we're already on our second one, hopefully in the next month or two. We became more nimble to pivot, with having the mindset. You've got to also have the mindset to be able to move fast. It's sometimes coming from a brick and mortar, your people have to embrace that you have to move fast, and they have to trust you as you're steering the boat in unclear waters, because it's very you also have to be calm and to be able to see what to do in tough times, and you have to move fast. Sometimes if you're in traditional retail, you're kind of stuck, like, oh, we've never done this before, should we do it? But once you're in the area of technology, that's the beauty about it. It's being able to try things, and try and fail, and try and fail. So, and we've become we've become now a solution provider. So one of the things that surprised us, which we did not expect, was that last year, Go Negosyo kept on encouraging us to apply for the ASEAN Business Awards, and it's a 10-member country team of the ASEAN Business Advisory Council, and we were very grateful because it's our first time to apply, that we got an award for excellence in innovation. And I didn't really know that it was a big deal until it was this was this time that Vietnam hosted, and the reception was held in Vietnam, and I think the Prime Minister also attended. So it was very prestigious for us, and we're very grateful. Of course, the Philippine contingent couldn't travel, but we all watched by video. And the amazing thing is, back in November in Vietnam, no one's wearing masks. They're all in the dining room. They're all in the hotel. They didn't have masks already. How lucky! So that sums up my story. And for any of you that want to reach out to me, feel free to email me. My email address is there. If you have any questions or concerns, and just want to share with you that my journey has been long and ups and downs, and from traditional retail to fashion technology. And my I studied I have a business degree and a fashion degree. I don't really have a technology degree. So being able to embrace it and being able to thrive and move and pivot, that's the story. And I owe it all to my team, who also helped work with me get there.